4, it says God set people in ministry, pastors, teachers, evangelists, apostles, prophets. Why? Why did he put them there? To prepare God's people for works of service. And so we need to be training the children for ministry. And this is something I don't have time to talk to because our time is up, but we need to actually train kids how to serve God, how to minister for Him. Sorry, haven't got time to tell you how, but that's a biblical function. And really that gets the kids on fire. When they learn and start serving God, God can bless them. And the last thing also from Ephesians 4 indicates, it talks about building ourselves up, one another up. And that suggests to me the whole area of pastoral care with children. Something that is often neglected. You cannot leave the pastoral care of kids to the church. It simply will not happen. Suppose, for example, there is a death in a family in the church. What happens? The church leadership will go. They may sit with the people, talk with them, comfort them, pray with them. But what happens to the children in the family? Does the pastor talk with and pray with the children? No. Why? Oh, that's way out of their comfort zone. They don't know how to. They've got no experience in talking with and praying with the children, so the kids get ignored. So, of course, in that situation, somebody from the children's ministry should be present too, to sit with the children, to talk with them, maybe to pray with them. We can't ignore the pastoral care needs of kids. As I've said, quite a number just come up through that individual talking, that fellowship. We're fulfilling that function of really caring pastorally for our children. And then tomorrow you'll see when we talk about teaching, how actually good teaching often leads to the need to pray with children about particular problems and care for them pastorally in that way. So, our time is up, but I know I've suggested some radical thoughts tonight. Don't dismiss them. We wouldn't share them if we didn't know they work. We have seen places transform when they have put that new system into practice, separating out the younger children, having the teaching in the large group, and not having lots of individual people having to teach in each class. Those kinds of things, they really do make a difference. And for those of you who may never be involved in ministry to children, that's the kind of thing you may have to have oversight on later, and may have to suggest some changes that need to take place, and encourage the people to think outside the traditional old box. And isn't it true? Haven't many of you found how it's hard coming up against tradition? That was the biggest thing Jesus faced in his ministry. The biggest thing that opposed him was, this is our traditional way of doing things. And he was up against that all the time. And sometimes in our churches, tradition kills. There's good tradition, it's not good tradition. Often no freedom to work as God directs. So be aware of that. And you may need to be one of the agents of change, speaking up for change. Okay. So I trust there are some things in there that will be of use to you in the future. Maybe not right now, but coming up, God may remind you of some things you've heard, and you can help bring about some meaningful change for the sake of our children. Okay. Well, our time is, it's more than gone. Right. So we do have some of the 2 notes I've spoken from tonight, only bits of it, so if you're particularly interested, we can give you some till they run out. Okay, well, which one of you would like to close in prayer? Somebody like to?